Hello, hello, Julie Barkus here. I've been transforming workplaces for over 20 years, and I wanted to come to you today just to share a little message about leadership and something that I recently discovered. And this was an unusual place to learn, or an unusual person to learn from for me, Michael Jackson. What does he have to teach about leadership, especially now? But my sister and I, we went to Michael Jackson on Broadway, and it was phenomenal. And we were standing there in the theater after the performance, looking at the t-shirts and all these different things. And all of a sudden, we started hearing this loud cheering going on. And we're like, oh my gosh, the amazing cast is coming out. What's going on? So we turned around and we're hearing all this applauding and this cheering. And we turned around and we saw a group of the workers gathered together in a huddle doing a team cheer. So they were cheering each other on, they were clapping, and they were older and they were younger. So it was a real mixed age group. So it just reminds me how important it is for team members to be able to get together, cheer for each other, and get that energy going and that energy flowing. And another important lesson here is that if you are in a leadership role, and I always encourage the leaders that I work with to do this, if you're in a leadership role, make sure you tell your staff to go out and experience the world and to report back different leadership lessons that they learn. And they could go to a play, they could go to a restaurant, they could go wherever it might be, but come back and share with us how we can incorporate something to make us more effective as a team. So this isn't the first team that I've seen doing this, cheering and clapping for each other and just really increasing that energy flow. I was also at Walmart one time and I saw a team doing the exact same thing. It was many years ago, but seeing this at Michael Jackson on Broadway a couple weeks ago, it just reminded me the importance of team members feeling comfortable with cheering each other on in an enthusiastic fashion and standing out as though they are the stars on the stage, because people are looking around going, oh, who's cheering and who did what? And that's what was happening, is that they were so loud. We thought the cast and crew of Michael Jackson was coming out, and it was the ushers, it was the workers who were gathered together, creating that energy flow. And that's one thing that I learned. So 2 lessons here as I wrap up this video. And if you're here, feel free to say hello. So good to see you. I just wrapped up a team training and I felt inspired to come on and share a little message with you. And I've been meaning to share this one for a while. But number one, big lesson here is send team members out. Tell them to go experience a restaurant, to go experience something, and bring it back as a way that you can make your team better. So perhaps it was amazing customer service. Perhaps it was just a certain way that they did things. Bring it back. Let's talk about it and let's implement it. The second thing is get uncomfortable, or get comfortable being uncomfortable. And sometimes team members cheering for each other is not the most comfortable thing in the world. But when they do it and they're all walking away with smiles from ear to ear, you know that you have done your team good because you have pushed them to cheer for each other, to encourage each other on, because that's what you are doing as the leader of your team. You're cheering for them, you're pushing them on, you got their back. I'm Julie Bartkus, transforming workplaces for over 20 years. Feel free to leave me a comment. I'd love to hear about any experiences that you've had that have helped make your team better, or anything that you've brought back and incorporated into your own leadership style. I'll see you next time.